Good day, everyone. This is Mom Henry again, and I'm going to talk about the Greek gods and goddesses. To start with, let us ponder on this idea. The Greeks did not believe that the gods created the universe. In fact, it was the other way around. The universe created the gods. So what does it mean? This means that it is totally different to what we know right now. That the gods are almighty and they have created the world. For Greeks, they think that it's the universe who created the gods. The gods reflect whatever they wanted to do. Okay, so let's try looking at the different gods and goddesses so we will understand the culture and the characteristics of the Greeks. Okay, to start with, we have Zeus, or better known as Jupiter. He is considered to be the greatest and mightiest among gods and goddesses. He is considered to be the king of Olympus. He dethroned his father Cronus, and his power is lightning. Zeus is God, and he is the symbol of infidelity, as he keeps on falling in love with a woman after another woman. His infidelity makes his wife very furious, which results to women's affliction. Often than not, this God is unable to protect his women from his wife's anger or wrath. In fact, Zeus is often duped and tricked, not only by his co-gods, but even humans as well. His greatest mistake, according to the history or Greek stories, when he chose the bone over meat as offering for gods. Of course, this trickery was done by Prometheus. Prometheus was back then helping humans so that humans will never be abused by gods. Okay, so that's Zeus. We have the next god, who is Poseidon, or known as Neptune. He was the ruler of the sea. He's got a splendid palace in his kingdom under the sea. More often than not, he is considered to be the second powerful and mightiest among his brothers and sisters. Poseidon is often depicted with a lot of stories in mythology with this special armor, which is the three-pronged spear. In fact, he uses this spear of his in whatever he wanted, whatever he wishes to do. He uses this spear in order to make actions, give gifts or powers to humans. Okay, next we have Hades or Pluto. He is the third among the great Olympian gods. He is the god of wealth and precious metals and gems under the surface of the earth. His most precious possession is the cap that makes everyone invisible. Hades also is known to be the god of the dead. But remember, guys, he is not dead himself, okay? So he's got also a queen. Her name is Persephone. Persephone is the daughter of Demeter. How did Hades take Demeter as a wife? Hades abducted Persephone, forced Persephone to be his wife. Okay, you can check out their story, their love story, so that you would know how Hades turned out to be the husband of a beautiful Persephone. Okay, next we have Apollo. Apollo is the son of Zeus and Leto. He is illustrated as beautiful figure in Greek poetry. Apollo is known to be the god of light and truth. He has never spoken any false word, and that is why his oracles are known and most feared. He is one of the links between gods and humans. Through his oracles, humans may know what gods or goddesses want so that they can gain favor. So, Apollo creates good relationships for humans and gods. Okay, let's move on to Aries. Aries is the god of war. Often, he is disliked by many because of his murderous characteristics. What does it mean? What does it reflect to the Greek characteristics? It means that Greeks really wanted to do fighting. They feel happy. They want to show the world that they are very strong and mighty. That's why they have this god of war. Ares' parents are Zeus and Hera. Even the parents of Ares sometimes detest him because he is very hard-headed god. Now, Ares have Ares have allies. In fact, his allies are a lot. Among of his allies is his sister Aries, the goddess of discord, and his son Strife. Okay, so if you notice, Aries has a is a group of gods and goddesses that really are loyal to him and help him whenever he wants to do something. Aside from Aries and Strife, Aries is often sided with envy, terror, trembling, and panic. So you can only imagine the group of Aries. They really are gangs and gangsters, right? So no wonder why even the parents, Zeus and Hera, sometimes do not like Aries. He might have been very war freak, right, guys? So let's see. Let's move on to the next. Hephaestus. Hephaestus, on the other hand, is a peace-loving god. He is the god of fire and said to be the son of Zeus and Hera. Even though he is a peace-loving God, he is sometimes disliked by his parents as well, same as Aries. Why? Because Hephaestus is the ugliest god in Olympus. Ironically, even though Hephaestus is the ugliest god and he has the most imperfections, he was able to marry the most beautiful goddess, Aphrodite. Ironically, right? Ironic, very ironic. But Hephaestus is the god also of ironworks. He protects the smiths and the weavers. All right, let's move on to Hermes or Mercury. I think you have already heard about Hermes. And Hermes is the son of Zeus and Maia. Maia is the daughter of Atlas. In stories, Hermes is reflected or depicted with so much grace and swift motion. He is even known for his winged sandals and winged hats too. Hermes is considered to be the personal messenger of Zeus, and he does whatever this great god wishes. Hermes, though, is also known to be the master of thieves. So he's the master of thieves. That's why he's called Master Thief. At the age of 1 day old, he was able to steal something. So from then on, he was considered to be master thief. Okay, next we have Juno or Hera. She is Zeus' wife and sister. She is very popular for her rage on women who get associated with her husband Zeus. To many, her marriage with Zeus is considered to be an incest relationship. Despite her image as the goddess who punishes women, Hera is the protector of marriage and married women. She always takes care of marriage. She wants to protect marriage and she wants everything to be close tight and perfect when it comes to marriage. No wonder she is always getting angry with concubines of Zeus, women of Zeus. But despite the anger that she has, she is always protecting the family. She's protecting marriages. Okay, so let's have Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the goddess of love and beauty. She is known for her love for laughter. In most stories, she supports humans in their pursuit of finding true love. You'll notice if you're going to read Greek mythology and find lovers, all of these stories about lovers, they seek help with Venus or Aphrodite. It is said that without this goddess, there will be no joy and loveliness everywhere. In fact, because of her beauty and elegance, she was chosen by Paris to be the prettiest goddess by giving her the most renowned golden apple. This also resulted the fall of Troy. The decision of Paris to give Aphrodite the apple in return of the most beautiful woman who was Helen to be Paris' wife. So in the end, Aphrodite got the the label to be the goddess of beauty, the most beautiful goddess in Olympus. Of course, we also have Artemis or Diana. She is the twin sister of Apollo. She is also the daughter of Zeus and Leto. She is known as the Lady of Wild Things and Huntsmen. She is the protector of youth and is sometimes known for her fierceness and vengeance. In fact, she also aided Juno or Hera in the fall of Troy because she was not chosen by Paris to be the prettiest. Okay, so she's very vengeful. We have Pallas Athena and Minerva. She is the daughter of Zeus alone. No mother bore her. Athena sprang out of Zeus' head already full grown and with armor. I think Zeus just thought of her and his thought brought forth Athena. She is the goddess of battle. She invented the bridle that made taming horses possible. Athena, in fact, is Zeus' favorite child. She's the only one who's given the chance to carry Zeus' buckler, thunderbolt, and aegis. In the late poetry that were made for Athena, she was embodied to be the goddess of wisdom, reason, and purity. Okay, let's move on to Hestia. Hestia is the sister of Zeus, of Poseidon, Hades, and Juno. But this goddess is not very popular. In fact, none of the stories in the Greek mythology refer to Hestia. But Hestia, or known as Vesta, is the goddess of earth. She is the symbol of home. She was never given any story in Rome or in Roman or in Greek mythology. But what is very important is that whenever people want to colonize, they want to establish a certain civilization, a certain colony, they have to ask a favor of Hestia because Hestia is the goddess of home. So we have to know that her expertise is protecting the home. All right, we move on to the great gods of the earth. They are also considered to be gods. However, their expertise are in the earth itself. Okay, so let's have Demeter. Demeter is known to be the goddess of harvest. Corn was her specialty. She has the daughter named Persephone who became the wife of Hades after being abducted and brought to his kingdom in the underworld. When Demeter becomes, when Demeter is so happy and she's got her daughter with her, she works a lot. She makes flowers bloom, trees bear fruits, and vegetation is full. This is associated to harvest time or summertime. This is when Demeter is very happy. However, the other side is when Demeter is sad, and that's when Persephone has to go into the underworld to become a dutiful wife of Hades. Demeter does not do anything. She just lets everything go rotten. She doesn't care for vegetation. So these months that we know for for unproductivity is associated to winter or tough times. That is when Demeter does not care anything about because she is very sorry. She is very sad that her daughter Persephone is away. So she leaves everything cold and lifeless. Okay, let's move on to Dionysus. Dionysus is also a god, and his expertise is in the earth because he is the god of wine. Zeus bore, Zeus and Semele are the parents of Dionysus. Semele died even before Dionysus was born because Semele was tricked by Hera. Hera wanted to kill Semele, and she made Semele think that Zeus was more handsome in his full splendor. So Semele asked Zeus to um, to promise her that that he will do anything that that he's asked for by Semele. Unfortunately, and knowing Zeus was able to promise. So Semele asked Zeus to show him his full splendor. However, because the god is the god of lightning and thunderbolt, Semele as a human could not stand the sight of this. So she died. However, before his death, Zeus was able to snatch Dionysus from her womb. And because of that, Dionysus was brought. by Hermes to the sea nymphs in Nysa. Dionysus is the god of wine. He has two um, different characteristics. He is known to be the god of happiness. He's very lively. He is so good, and he loves merrymaking. However, at times, just like wine, Dionysus can be very harmful. He is very murderous. I think it just reflects the twofold characteristics of wine. So I think that's it. The gods and goddesses of Olympus. I hope that you have learned from this recording, from this lesson. So next recording, next lesson, we'll be talking about Pandora's box and the fall of Troy. Please read your module. Bye for now.